Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am doing another video in my best of series, which I kind of briefly started last year but never really followed through. I think I did a denim and a t-shirt before it kind of fizzled. So I wanted to restart that with my knitwear favorites. I am headed into the winter, so knitwear seems very appropriate for now. But if you're in the summertime, a lot of these pieces I think will still work for you. You guys will know like air conditioning gets super chilly sometimes, and I always like to have a light knit on hand. Most of these pieces will either have at least 50% wool if it's a wool sweater, or it'll be kind of like a cotton knit. I feel like acrylic knitwear doesn't really last as long, which is why I've always opted for wool or cotton knits. And also, I never keep my knits on hangers. Sometimes like a very light knit, but all my chunky knits like these are usually folded. Yes, this hurts my eyes as well. So let's get started. Late last year, I discovered these and other stories knits. I first got the yellow and I loved it so much I got the black. If you can see, it's super boxy through the body. You've got quite a lot of room through the arms. It's like a balloon shape, and then it cuffs at the wrist. Part of the reason I love these so much is because they are over 60% wool, and the wool is really soft. So even if this was on my bare skin, it wouldn't feel itchy at all, something that I can't say about a lot of my sweaters. But keep in mind, I don't have particularly sensitive skin to wool, so that's just something for you to judge. But just by feeling these, they don't feel itchy. Maybe because of the mohair, they do have that kind of like fluffy wool, plushy texture. But my favorite thing about these has to be the shape of them, which I think makes it super versatile. So not only do these look really great with jeans and they're super easy to tuck in because they're cropped, but not too cropped. They also look amazing in that transitional stage if you want to wear it over the top of dresses and skirts like this one that I have on now. It is just the right length when you're wearing over dress and skirt to kind of make your torso still look short and your legs longer. These are just the perfect shape for layering. I feel like End of the Stories just does really great knits. I also have an honorable mention to this one, which I'll just put back on to show you. I'm pretty sure the shape of this one is exactly the same, if not very close to the last two I showed you. Same voluminous sleeves, boxy design through the body, and cropped length. But this one just has the buttons, which I think just adds a bit more versatility as well. I feel like it's really cute just to have a few buttons undone. And then also, of course, if you wanted to wear it open, it is always an option. So this knit has 70% wool instead of like the 64. It has less alpaca and more wool than these versions. And I think you can feel it. It is still a very nice, good quality knit, but it just has a certain roughness to it that feels like wool. My next favorite are the Cezanne cardigans. There are so many reasons I love these. A lot of it's just for the aesthetic. I think Cezanne knits are so beautiful. Lots of open knits, really cool kind of textures and like patterns on them. And then they're also for the most part just really feminine, lots of like details, like the buttons are usually super cute. The one I'm wearing right now, this Mario knit, which I got about 2 years ago, has been probably my most worn knit. It's great for me in the winter if I want to layer it on top of heat tech. And then it's also great because in the summertime, if you want to layer it over the top of a dress or something like that, you can kind of see the pattern of the dress popping through, which I think is cute. This is 60% wool. I think it doesn't feel as soft as the End of the Stories knits I talked about. Like they're definitely kind of thinner, less plushy, but it is nice enough, and in general for Cezanne knits, I have been very pleased with the quality. Another knit from Cezanne I adore is this Annette knit. Firstly, it is really beautiful with this cool texture going on with like little like pom-pom details. And then it's got beautiful buttons. Like the look of it in general is just very lovely. It is 100% cotton, so it feels a little bit more appropriate if you're in the summer or springtime. It is reversible, so you can wear it both ways. This is one of those knits that have a lot of versatility to it, and I feel like cotton knits are always kind of easier to care for. I do throw cotton knits in the wash sometimes, and they're fine. Knits are actually one of my favorite things from Cezanne, and I just think they do it in general really well. The next item is a little polo knit, and it is 100% wool and very lightweight. For the summer and spring, I feel like this is a really great way to wear knits. Kind of gives your outfit a cool texture because it's knitted, but at the same time it's definitely not like overly warm. Unless you live somewhere that gets super hot, I feel like this would be okay. It's kind of like the thickness of a t-shirt really, and it is very, very, very soft. This knit is from Everlane. It's in this pretty blue color. I think I would recommend to size up. I got this in the extra small, which is kind of one size up from normal, and I feel like it is quite fitted on me. Like, it's a really comfortable fit, whereas if I had taken my normal size, I do feel like it would be a little bit tight. I'm really liking this polo knit trend. I don't often buy into like too many trends, especially if they're quite loud. But this polo trend I can definitely get on. I think it's very classic. I'm not normally a huge polo person, but when it's a knit for some reason, I kind of like it. I think just with like a V-neck, it also looks very cute. So yeah, knitwear is not just for the winter. I feel like more and more I'm seeing those like knitted cami tops and knitted tanks that look very, very chic. This jumper is definitely the next best knitwear item. It is really just perfection in a knit, if I'm being honest. It is from Everlane. It is 93% cashmere, and it is probably, along with the Mario knit, one of my most worn sweaters of this last year. Being cashmere, this is really just gorgeous in quality. Even the nicest of wools, I feel like still has a little bit of a roughness, whereas this cashmere knit is just the softest thing ever. It has a split on the side, which I think makes it super flattering if you're wearing it with jeans, because you don't get that awkward like bulging that sometimes happens. It has a mock neck, which I think is always a bit cuter than just a scoop neck or a crew neck. I do take very good care of my sweaters, I should say. I don't wash them a lot. That might be disgusting to some people, but I just don't. I steam them a lot for like a bit of cleaning between wears. I also do spot cleaning if I have to. And I also fold them nicely in my wardrobe and depill it every so often when it needs a little bit of depilling. My favorite place by far for more affordable sweaters is Uniqlo, especially two categories, which I'll talk about. It is their merino knits, which I have on right now. These make for amazing layering pieces, so either like underneath chunkier knits for extra warmth, or they just look great by themselves really. They do their 100% merino knits in a few different styles. This one, which is just like a crew neck, really simple, and then this one has like a crew neck with like the buttons. It's a cardigan, but I wear it as just a sweater. I wouldn't like unbutton it because it's quite thin. So keeping in mind that when I say like affordable, I don't really mean they're like super cheap. But I just think for 100% merino wool, they are priced a lot better than some other brands. They make great cashmere knits, and compared to like some competitors such as like Everlane, Grana, maybe COS, these do come out a little bit cheaper. And I think the quality is still amazing and very much on par with the ones I just mentioned. I have this one that is black and it's like a turtleneck, but they also do it in like a V-neck, a scoop neck, whichever one you choose. The cashmere is really good quality, minimal pilling, and if there is pilling, I just go in with my little like cashmere brush, and it just looks amazing. I do want to take this video as a chance to talk a little bit more about this Baba knit. This is a knit I've had on my wish list for over a year. However, it's always been a little bit outside of how much I would like to spend for a knit. But I have been searching for a similar style to this. It may be like 50% wool, and it has been really impossible to find at any of the places I normally shop at. So when I first received this, I was honestly just disappointed because it feels really rough and it was nowhere near as soft as what I thought it would be. But I had read online that this really softens up after wear. On the material, there are actually these little like, almost like wood pieces or like dried grass. Little fibers that are quite rough. And I feel like that was contributing to a lot of the roughness I first like felt. These little pieces coming out has been like huge in making the sweater more comfortable. And then I have had it for about a month. I've worn this most days just around the place because it is like really easy, really boxy. And I feel like it has softened up quite a bit. It doesn't have that stiffness to it anymore, so the sweater in general feels softer. If you are sensitive to wool, this definitely feels like wool, and it does come with that like roughness that wool has. So as you can see, this knit is quite large and boxy. This is actually a one size fits all kind of knit. On me it's obviously huge, but it is honestly exactly what I wanted. I wanted something super oversized when it came to like a knit such as this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you found this somewhat helpful. Please let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next in this like best of series that I'm doing. I would like to do shoes next, I think, because that's something that I don't talk about very much on this channel. Honestly, my shoe collection is not very edited, it's a bit of a disaster, but I would love to do that video because it's just a nice way to kind of clear things out a little bit and edit things down. Let me know your thoughts on that and what else you'd like to see. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you want to see content from me weekly. I do make videos every single week, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!